DIY.
You run to the country when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you're an effing colonizer. Why you rapping like you're trying to free the slaves? You had me whipped and chained like American slaves. These are quotes that seem to just be aging like fine wine, or at least not aging like fine wine, but they seem to be quotes that are quite revealing as time goes. Did you hear the news? Did you hear the news? Are you subscribed to the latest newsletter of OVO MAGA? Yeah, this is what it looks like right here. OVO MAGA. I don't know who subscribed me to this, but this is OVO MAGA. This is what they look like. This is what they look like. I don't know none of these people. I don't know what they stand for. All I know is these are the type of profile pics that show up. Only thing missing is more football pictures and Boston Celtics. Basically places that don't like niggas is what I noticed. But that's just an observation of mine. Don't mind me. You know who this is? This is an American singer named Morgan Wallen. I don't know too much about this gentleman. I did hear of his name. It was one time in 2021 when he made some unfortunate statements that were caught on video. A lady here named Natasha posted this. Country singer Morgan Wallen issued an apology for using the N-word. Oh, buddy. What did he say in this clip?
Hey, take care of this pussy ass motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Hey, Gracie, take care of this pussy ass.
Take care of this pussy ass. With the hard R. His apology in 2021 was, I'm embarrassed and sorry. I use an unacceptable, inappropriate racial slur that I wish I could take back. Why am I even reporting anything on Morgan Wallen? Well, he had a show in Houston. And when you're in Houston and you say some racist shit, gotta call out Drake. Why did Drake pop out for this show? Did you see this? In his Canadian tuxedo. Shout out to him, man. And his whiskey flask. In his Canadian tuxedo, in his whiskey flask. I have never met anybody more confused. This is like the final round, one of the final rounds of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What is going on here? It's a country show. Not just any country show. A country singer who has gone on the record as saying the N-word with a hard R. And he pops up at the show. But he's not the only person that is questionable in this particular clip. Continue. Oh, he's dapping up. Who's that in the back? Nigga, that's Roger Clemens. Some of you that are MLB fans, especially 90s and 80s, you understand why this is getting even more ridiculous. Oh my God. Roger Clemens, if you don't know, had a lot of controversies in the 80s and the 90s. There was even one coach that one time called him the biggest redneck he knows. Ain't no problem being a redneck. That's what you do. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? He had some controversies with steroids. I ain't gonna know what I'm talking about, dude. But you know Roger Clemens back in 2006 during the World Baseball Classic, it was MLB's attempt to introduce an international competition, but it ended up being a Pro Bowl-like exhibition in how to dull down an already slow product. Anyways, Roger Clemens took it upon himself to make a stupid idea embarrassing by adding some good old Texas charm, there go Texas again, to the event. In reference to a game between Japan and Korea, Roger Clemens, aka that Clemens in the back, Roger Clemens said, none of the dry cleaners were open. They were all at a game, Japan and Korea. So we couldn't get any dry cleaning done out there. But I guess the neatest thing is that 50,000 of them were at Anaheim Stadium. What?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Implying that I guess only Japanese and Korean human beings are the only ones that have dry cleaners. Whoa. That's who Drake popped out with? It's an interesting crowd, man. Oh, buddy. Hey. You run to the country when you need a few dollars on you, not a colleague, you effing colonizer. Hey, what's going on there? What's going on with him? Like, what's let's beyond the battle, forget the battle for a second. What's going on with your mans who used to be the face of mainstream rap and hip hop? What's going on with your mans? Have you ever thought about that for a second? Because I know there's some fans here. What's going on with him? This ain't the only offense. Not even in the last 2 weeks is the only offense. Did you see this? What the hell is this? This is Mr. Champagne Poppy broadcasting to his millions and millions of Instagram followers a license plate that has the URL theylied.ca. Maybe he saw that license plate and said to himself, hey man, you know what? They lied about me. How ironic that I see this. The only issue with this particular thing, and the only thing that really encourages me to continue to say OVO MAGA, look at the bio. It literally says MAGA. This is a website that seems to be dedicated to anti-vaxxing and conspiracy theories that go along that line. Don't think that that was by mistake now. The more that you see some of his associations. What's going on here? No. What's really going on here? This is weird. But he put it on his story and he broadcasted. You know, the same place that he broadcasts pretty much any and everything that has to do with gambling in sports. It came out for people who didn't know. I think some of us kind of knew this. You know, when he's posting these things that he's gambling on, he's losing millions of dollars. You know that he's promoting gambling to his audience of sometimes adults and sometimes happens to be kids. You know he's not actually spending that money out of his pocket, but that he's provided that money. Anybody's provided that money as part of a deal and transaction of sponsorship. That's not even the situation. Drake in the last year has been involved with Hell's Angels. Remember, that's what they said were coming to his defense allegedly during the Rick Ross show. Those are the ones that allegedly put the beats on Rick Ross for having his DJ play Not Like Us while in Canada. Camila Cabello. You know what's crazy? That's another artist that I didn't know shit about until the internet started showing me things about her. Yeah, I mean, I hate bringing up old tweets, but I think this is showing you a pattern of behavior. What's going on with your guy, man? Camilla said this back in 2012, and she's probably a very young girl, so you give her the benefit of the doubt, I guess. Because I work my butt off and cry and get bullied by 4 ends with the hard R's. That's why. Yeah, remember during the battle when around, Guan Guan, or I forget the name of that song, he released music with her, and she went on the record, and she apologized for that. Aiden Ross. I don't even know where to begin, but he is someone who was trying to find his way as the next leader of the manosphere space, the Andrew Tate space. Take with that what you will. I thought this little clip was funny. Damn it, I thought this clip was funny. Because he's very much big in terms of his alliance and loyalty to Drake. During an event that he was throwing, one of the people played Kendrick in the background. This is how I reacted.
Glizzy.
Hey, production, skip this shit right now. I don't want Kendrick Lamar played at my event. And if whoever fucking played this song, you're gonna get fired.
It's his walkout song, bro.
No, it's not. Thank you for...
He threatened to fire somebody just for playing Drake. Hey, man, hey. It's not an offense. It's pretty fucking funny, though. Continue. And now Morgan Wallen, man. Shout out to Head K-Bot. It says he's trying to complete the racist decks at this point.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Aye. Something I noticed, and I'm sure a lot of y'all noticed during the battle. This is the only thing I will say about the battle, because Punch said something that added a lot of context that I think I want to break down as well. But during that battle, a lot of us got the sense that some people took it away from the actual songs being shared and more so to the cultural differences that were being highlighted, right? I mean, literally bringing up Martin Luther King Jr. in the midst of this battle didn't come from the side that you would think, right? Bringing up and at least revering his name. It came from the other side. They were making some kind of connection to Martin Luther allegedly cheating on his wife and how that's kind of like how Kendrick is, whatever they tried to do. It's just a weird side. And it seems that either Drake and his team have fully embraced it and said, hey, hold on, Curtis. There might be something to this OVO MAGA. Whatever it is, this rebrand is getting nasty. And he doesn't seem to be shying away from it in any sort. Punch said a few things that I thought were really interesting because I don't know what divide he's talking about. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's see. He says the divide in hip hop is insane. It's like two different ideologies. The battle may have been the catalyst, but it feels like it's been bubbling for a while. No matter what the topic is, you can tell clearly who falls on what side.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Exactly. The more mainstream hip hop culture became, the more bastardized the image became. The more things that were once segments of a story that were told, right, balanced out by other imagery that wasn't as negative or wasn't as aggressive or in-your-face violent or sexist, whatever it is. It wasn't solely placed. The focus wasn't solely placed on one thing. But the more mainstream it became, the more money it made, the more that them people that don't look like our people started figuring out ways to really exploit it. He goes on to say, depending on which side was taken in this battle, the same group of people, like the same sports stars, the same politicians, OVO MAGA, same stance on whatever issue, etc. It's like a social experiment. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? I got my theories. I look at this situation and I'm like, it's easy for people who are here in the last year to be like, well, how could you blame them? You guys question Drake's blackness. You guys question his impact on the culture. You question his collaborations, who he's associated with. How could you blame him? He's just going to where he's celebrated. The question I've had even since day one is this what it's been the whole time? Is this what it was even back in the Degrassi years? Is this what it was when he was first given the invitation to be a voice in this culture? And are we now just seeing that whatever happened over the last year, could it be the canon event that finally showed you the microscope, the magnifying glass? The magnifying glass. Could it have been the magnifying glass event that showed you the alleged racist he's been the entire time? The self-hating, allegedly racist he's been the entire time. He is associating with people who don't like us, who look down on hip-hop culture. You don't see Drake get celebrated for the first black artist to do this, and a third. Because that's not how he's seen. At least that's not how he's seen in a lot of my hip-hop circles. Because we've seen who your associations are with. Now it's clearer than it's ever been before. This is nasty work. And I don't know how anybody who loves the skin that they're in, black or brown, especially brown, how you stand next to the nigga that coming out with a project called The Iceman?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I said The Ice Man. The Ice Man, that man is telling you right to your face. But yeah, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I just think that now we're finally in a place where folks, like many of us, have platforms to speak on these things, and that's why we continue to speak on them. This is nasty. This is beyond a battle. This is embarrassing for myself and for anybody else that ever showed support to something good he's done in his culture, because the whole time, when you heard him say things like rapping like you're trying to free the slaves, it sounded like he wasn't trying to get a laugh out of my black ass, but maybe the people that he's embracing right now, and that seem to be embracing him. You know what's funny? That crowd that was there for Morgan Wallen, in the face of all of that crazy ass shit that he said, they cheered when Drake came out. It's almost like they were sitting in that crowd and said, he's just like us. He's just like us. He's just like us.
No, they not like us. No, they not like us. What? They not like us. No, they not like us. No, they not like.
DIYers, those are my thoughts. What the hell do you call this? Except for what exactly it is. Let me know. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Don't be a greedy. Peace.